my first run for the June Soap Challenge Club challenge. This month is all about wood grain pour, and while I have done some pours that are of a similar design, just not this particular way of cutting, because a wood grain is cut a completely different way than you would a normal loaf of soap. I haven't done this before, so this will be new. I'm going to be doing 4 different batches. This is going to be batch number 1. I'm going to be using tobacco and bay leaf. I've only used this in melt and pour soaps. I've never used it in cold process. It's supposed to work great. Discoloration to tan. Hopefully that'll work okay. The colors I'm going to be using is a vintage gray mica from Brambleberry, sugar and spice from Nurture Soap, bronze brown from Nurture, as well as blackberry mica from Nurture as well. So my plan, just going to do 1 loaf, is I'm going to blend this up, divide out 1 portion that's going to be uncolored and unscented, and then I'll add the fragrance, divide up the rest. This will be, the sugar and spice is going to be my main color. I'm going to put about 50% of the batter in that color. I'll divide it up into these 2, add in the colors, kind of like a one-pot wonder, and then do the wall pour with the design. So, like I said, first time I've done like a wall pour with a one-pot wonder, but just not with the little knots and stuff. So fingers crossed everything will behave. This should be a fairly quick pour, hopefully. So we'll see how everything goes, but let's go ahead and get started. cut my first wood grain soap. I'm nervous about this to see how it turns out. That color looks really good. And I've never cut a soap this way before, so I've got lots of cutters out. But the pattern on this turned out really, really neat. So my plan is, typically when I cut my soaps, I get 10 bars out of it, and cutting it the way I need to do for the challenge, I had to kind of figure out how I'm going to get 10 bars. So what I'm going to do is I put a little X on. I try to figure out which end had the best pattern, and then I'm going to just nip off the edge like I normally would, because I want the bars to be a typical weight. I'm going to nip off the edge, and then I'm going to take off one 1-inch normal bar, and that should have kind of that pattern, the One Pot Wonder gradient wall pour. So that should look like the 1 bar. And then I'm going to slice vertically, not vertically, horizontally, 1-inch pieces. So I should have 3 1-inch sections, and then I'll cut those into thirds. So that'll be 9 bars plus the 1 will give me my 10. That's the plan. So let's go ahead and try it.